What's up, people? And yes, Triple S there again. Um, Come back again on another You Talk episode, and this is episode two, I believe, episode two. And today, we really went try to like pick a topic, but I couldn't really decide on a topic. What would I pick on? So what we might do is we might do two separate You Talk video and upload tonight. So when I can get it, one might come up tonight, one might go up tomorrow. I'm not sure. Depends on how quick them upload. Me use Digicel and me kinda there in one part, so me kinda have each one place to get 4G connection. So bear with me, people. Anyway, so all right. First topic what I really want to get on is um so the way how the work world set, and these are basically some of the truthful things about the work world, where a lot of people don't really talk about it, but it's something that it really did it. It just did it, and just lurks, and it just present, and most people don't really touch upon it because at the end of the day, the work world have to be preserved as a place where it's basically where when you leave school, you either stay in the school world or you go out in the work world, because everything what them do just to prepare you for the work world, because the main aim of everything is to go out, get some form of income earning, time consuming thing, which is a job or a career, and then you do that for a set amount of time until you're ready to go home and just reap the rewards of your work, which is basically retirement. So might touch on retirement in the next video, and might touch on some other things. But for now, we just touch on basically the work world. So, you know, most people can just kind of get what me I get at right now still, because what would I say? What would I really have to say? For most of who always wonder why me always say most of the time when me attack. Me not really write down notes, and me not really like rehearse or write a script or whatever it is when me I do. Me just kind of just get up, set thing for record, and just talk or just video, just shoot, and just do me thing. And whichever way it turn out, that's just how it turn out, because there's a whole fakeness realistic thing. There's a fake realism what they do, and me no want to be one of them faking the real thing. If me excited, me excited. If me not excited, me not excited. But yeah, let's stray off topic. Back to the topic now. So people, the work world now. The work world honestly is probably one of the worst places you can actually be in. Trust me. I've been in the work world since I was like 12, 13, 14, since I was about 14-year old, right? Which would probably work out to probably about a decade now. It work out to a decade now. So yeah, me basically know exactly how the work world works, and I have a fair understanding. And there are some things about the work world where you can and cannot change, and you have to just make peace with that. So here's what here's what me go make you understand. See, first things first, you have the people them who have power and the people them who don't have power. You need to know that there's a power scale in the work world. You have from the bosses to the managers, supervisors. You have like regular staff, assistant supervisors, and you have, you know, the little people them way them just come out work just for money. Them never learn nothing. Them never try progress. Them not try push towards anything. Them just there, and they just have work, 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 and they were in a job for 50 years, and if them get fired after the 50 years, they don't have a dollar in them pocket and thing. And people, me always try to aim these videos out to the younger people between the ages of 12 and the ages of about 30, because to me, until I reach 39, you're still young. In my mind, me not reach them age yet still, but in my mind, until you reach until you basically reach 39, that are basically what me consider old, being that say 39 are basically a year from 40, and Most people want to retire when them are 40, because me personally would I want to retire before me reach 40. Somewhere between 35 this so I have whole heap of work for put in if you actually read that meet that the deadline there. But yeah, that's basically what me aim my audience when me I do the youth talk, because the younger people them kinda sometimes, cause media have this mentality too, where your mindset is that, so once you leave school and you go out there in the work world and start work, everything will alright because you make money, but that's not how it works. And when you actually go out there, you work anywhere between minimum wage to twice of what minimum wage is. And the more money you make is the more money you spend. And the more money you make is the harder the job get to tolerate, because a boss when no say him pay you twice as much as the regular work, going treat you twice as horrible most of the times. And most bosses them not really have much regard when it comes to respect, because you have bosses who will disrespect you 24/7 right around the clock, because them know say you work for them, and you either go and work for them and collect your money, or you're going to leave them place and go somewhere else, and them will get somebody else who do more than willing to kiss their ass and just work, keep their head down, keep their mouth shut, just smile up and laugh up with them. So you kind of have that option to choose which one you want to be. If you want to be the kind of worker we're going talk up to your boss, smile up with your boss, kiss their ass, and just get yourself over, because that's how you want to make it, and you really and truly need the job and you need the money and thing. And honestly, me not really judge anybody, because truth is there was a time when me myself working, and me believe say boy, if my boss they talk to me or we any disrespect me, me must take disrespect and must just listen to what them a say, because being young, your main aim is just to try to get your money, and you're always scared that you don't lose a job, because some things you're just new to because of your age and you're young. It's just like being in a relationship. You're afraid to do certain things and chance certain things and say certain things because you're scared of losing a girl. And you don't know if you don't can get the next one, because I know like you're a girlis, or you just have the ability if you can attract women that way. So you're probably scared to say, oh, you know, if you do or say these things because you don't want to lose her. But the same thing would work. You don't want to do and say certain things and lose your job. So you kind of keep quiet and you kind of just work on your thing. But yeah, people, if that's what you have to do, then that's just what you have to do. Don't take hype and try to disrespect or act as in say you're more than your boss, or you can do it yourself, make it yourself. And so I would recommend, if you have an issue with authority, or you have an issue working for somebody, or you have an issue where you can't really work with the next person giving you orders, then would I definitely recommend that for whatever time you have, or you make a set business plan and you work with that and you try to get your own business up. That way you won't have to be confronted by an authority figure. That's how I see it. But if not, then me just recommend you just kind of just work and try to save where you can save, invest where you can invest, and try to make something of yourself. So that's when retirement time roll around, you don't have to box round or end up on the streets and beg people money for support, because you never make it when you were younger. Because these things are sad, it's shameful, it's sad, and it's something that I don't wish on anybody. Honest to God, no wish that on anybody. But life is life, and it's many mistakes what other people make. Cause me make only a mistake. As much as me there and me a lecture, no, only a mistake me make. So nobody is perfect, and you just have to just know that what I know go on top of what you know make you twice as smart as me, and what I know is a lot, and if I should put what you know on top of that, I will become smart as twice as smart as you. Right. So back to the point at hand now. So basically, getting back into this thing now with the work world. If you have like the kind of disrespectful boss, as me say, yes, is you have to know how to deal with that. Most people can, some people can't. Me personally, I always try to keep my boss employer employee relationship on a very professional level, where If you're talking to me, just talk to me like an adult. You can just ask me yes or no questions. You get yes or no answers, and we just reason. You don't have to, shout, yell, throw your weight around. Because honestly, you don't need feel like go on bad and make up one heap of noise and behave like you're King Kong for sure. Everybody say you're the boss. At the end of the day, you sign them paycheck and you make choose whether or not them work with you or not. So you don't necessarily need to go on bad fit make a person who say them are your boss, but that's what you're gonna get sometimes, and you're either going to work with it or you're going to step out. So yeah, me personally will step out. That's how I am. But yeah. Another thing is when you're working for other people, you have to know that say, I know your business, but still you have to treat it like your business. Take the time to learn every single aspect of the business. Take the time to see how every single aspect works. Take the time to develop your customer, work a relationship, see if you can learn how customers interact with certain things. Because if you big and truly want to open your own business, then you don't want to know how to do these things. And being in another workplace where you can learn all these things is something great what you're supposed to do. And during the time when you're at school, try your best not idle, because all that time wasted you're going to need it back in the future, and any time wasted cannot be regained no matter what nobody tell you. Time is the only constant in life next to death. From your born you go dead, right? And time when you always move forward, there's no way for rewind time, none. Used to have this joke we used to run with people when we used to tell them say me can teach them how to time travel. And we go run with it now. Alright, me show enough time travel. See? Just remember this is just one little test, I just for fun, so nobody bash me in the comments. Alright. Close your eyes and put your hands over your eyes, hold down your head, and then you count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now open your eyes, and if you notice, you just move 8 seconds into the future. Simple time travel that. But yeah, you can't get back that 8 seconds the way you just lose a while ago. That time is gone forever. So yeah, that's one of the things. So people, you're young and it might not click to you as a young person now as to know how much value it is to be young, but as the years go by and you start get smarter and you start get wiser, you start get older, you start realizing, you start think to yourself and say, yo, if me dey get this and that or start do this and that from me the younger, them wouldn't have to do it now and would have they at a further place. And that's just one of the things I'm really and truly don't want to see young people in this generation get to, because we have so much distractions. We have social media, we have new devices coming out every day. You have so many things that can take your time. I have my phone and I have tons of people who see me on the road and ask me how them no see nor hear from me and all these things. And honest to God, sometimes I don't like me just to call people or so, but me try my best if make my phone become a means of just a means of just idling. Me try my best if try to use it as a means of gathering information, because knowledge are the one thing where you can possibly gain in this world right now where you can't lose. Okay? You can't always lose love, you can always lose money, you can always lose weight and all these things. But once you know it, even when you're mad and can't come back, the knowledge in your brain, somewhere in your brain, is just forget to that point and get it out. So knowledge is power. Me stress that so many times. Knowledge is power. There's no greater power right now than knowledge. Every other power you see comes from knowledge, and the ability to know how to harness. And next power is what make them powerful. So just make that knowledge a power, big and serious. And come back again to working environment, because I'm sorry some mystery off topic, so people me very, very sorry. Workplace, try if not like get 90 from disputes when you're younger. Badness is a thing where everybody take up, and we know in our genetics we defend ourselves most times at all costs, sometimes mainly because it's just what we feel like doing in the moment. But trust me, the trend that workplaces are on now is that every workplace start making it a requirement for you to have a police record upon applying for a job. So I'd highly recommend for all who believe say yo badness pay, badness not really pay. If you want to go turn a contract killer, then I guess badness pay then, but I don't know much contract killers, right? So just just kind of keep it pan a low, just keep your things stick strictly to your book and try to educate yourself more. Go out there and choose something. If you can get a skill when you're young, people, I recommend you get a skill, and it's never too late to learn. It's never too late to learn. And you just get a skill, apply that skill. That skill can become your business in the future. Because if you want to be your own boss, I highly recommend that you watch how other bosses behave and then you decide the kind of boss where you want to be based on your personality. Because if you're a nice person, I wouldn't recommend that you try to be a harsh boss because um it won't fit in with your personality and people can see through it and them can know say you're just soft and you just a try to put on a little facade and them will go around you. So just watch other people, see how them deal with for them daily lives and see how other bosses deal with film staff and so and then you can know and decide whether or not you want to deal with your staff that way because me in the future sometime God's willing and by the grace and mercy of God by my own two hands and my own 2 feet, every single fiber of my being, I go become my own boss sometime in the future. And if me reach to the stage where me hire staff, honest to God, me would have never treat my staff the way how me see most of these bosses treat their staff because them treat staff like nothing, right? And this is one point where me really want to touch upon. When you're a worker in the work world, this is something where you really and truly need to understand. And this are probably the most truthful part of being a worker. Understand this. People, young people, old people, middle-aged people, no matter where they know in the world, what you do, which language you speak, whether English, French, German, Dutch, if you can't understand what I say now, get this. Once you're a worker, no matter how good you are, no matter how smart you are, no matter how much you can bring to the plate, how much you do for the business, how much you mean to a brand or whatever it is where you represent as a daily income source, you are an expendable piece of resource. You can always get replaced, right? A workplace will use you for whatever it is you're worth, and then whenever they can't use you or you slip up, that's it. You're going to get discarded, right? Only the boss cannot be fired from the boss's job. Always remember that. Unless I want company which part of who control the most shares basically run the company, that's the only way you can get the boss to get fired. And once the boss have majority of shares, like 50.1%, them own the company. So you have to just know that. And it's a sad reality and most people can't accept it, but that is the truth. If you're working at a place, you could have take the place from nothing to the greatest place. Say for example, you work at one place like, just an example, people, me not really stressed, just like Kentucky, right? And rewind time and you were working at Kentucky before Kentucky was Kentucky, all around the world, globally recognized. Kentucky, you used to sell out at probably your backyard with the brother, and the two of you used to, fry chicken and thing. Whenever you make it reach that stage and you shake up something, and I just this I think said, yeah, I go get fired because what? Beneficial to the business again, bring it where it's supposed to be, pull down the business now. You become expendable, you become a lost cost, you become a liability instead of an asset, and you're going you are go get removed from the equation. And that's something where you have to know, understand, and basically just respect that. There are some things that just can't change about the work world. Honest to God, you can't change them. Because even if you become your own boss, you have somebody who you work with, no matter how close our friends wanna be, or no matter what the relationship where you have, at the end of the day, if the person I try to bring down the business, the most reasonable and most logical course of action is to get rid of that person, because that person now becomes cancerous to the business, and the business now go profit because of that person's actions. So you have to go take actions now as an authority figure to make certain say your business can go on into the future for your generation to come and the next generations to come, and whichever generation going to come after that, so that them won't have to struggle like how you have to struggle you know. Because most of the rich people them now are people from the 90s and the 80s, because them did they around back when limited amount of opportunities did their own, but the resources was kind of there. Not as much now because so many things evolve over the years, but them have the ability if you can start something which can actually contribute the resources what we have now. So a man could have start phone, a man could have start computer, a man could have start toilet paper and all these things. So now if you enter into the world now as a business, it's going to be very competitive and very hard, because you have the option of either coming with something where it's the in thing where you know say it'll work because everybody doing it and it's working, or you come with something unique, you know, elevate the level as to where business that sector of business is, or if you go actually come with something more innovative where people can definitely look upon and say this definitely stand out, and they can support that, and that become the first of its kind if you can go on into the future generation. Or you can put on a bet and you just try something where it might or might not work out, and sometimes these things don't work out. But business are give and take. It's risk and reward in every business, from food business to clothes business to mining, all of these things. Everything is risk and reward, and you just have to just know that. So again, younger times, spend your time, get your plan out, know what you do, don't idle. Try to get as much as you can possibly get in your head, so that's when you finish, you can get as much as you can get in your pocket and in your bank book if you can do what you need to do. Because working for people is not a nice thing, it's not a nice feeling, and it's something we may actually recommend. And to the young entrepreneurs who are coming up now, I have a next video coming out, a WTF video. If you know, actually watch them, most of the times I'm kind of angry at them, but this is more of a positive kind of video that is more of my negative feedback on certain things. So you can check that out if you're interested. And people, please remember, I swear sometimes, not all the times, depending on the mood, try my best not to. I don't really like it, but sometimes I just say you get out of frustration. Somebody did tell me one time, so when you can't express yourself through words, that's how you swear. But honestly, swearing is a word, and that's just how you express yourself. So I guess that philosophy is partially right and partially wrong. So yeah, there's that. But again, work world, very dangerous place. You can get so many injuries. And when you get injuries, no matter how people try to paint it and tell us, boy, you out in a work world and you get injured, then take care of your life and you have how much money to get off of this and something. That's not how it works. You're going to sit at home, you're going in pain, you're going to take medication, you're going to have to do rehabilitation, you're going to live your life with that injury until you're dead. And that's something where you don't feel, them not gonna feel it, you don't feel it, and it'll haunt you for the rest of your life. You can't get rid of that, you can't get over that. It's not a nice feeling, trust me, right? And another thing is, in the work world, a lot of people, them kind of try to bend this philosophy in your head, say you're working with people for tens of thousands of years and you get tens of thousands of dollars, or if you're working for a company for a certain amount of time, you get a whole lot of money. And that's not the case. I'll tell you this from now. If you assume that if you work for a company for 15 or 20 years, you're liable to get some big payout when you're ready to leave. That's not how it goes. When you get fired, that's not how it goes either. So younger people who believe, people are telling you these things, don't do it. Don't believe. Say you put your heart and soul in one company with the hopes that say when you leave that the company there, you're gonna get 1 ton load of money. It don't work that way. Most of the times you're only liable for like 2 weeks pay, maybe a vacation pay, your sick leave pay. There should be 3 weeks pay, right? That's most you might get sometimes. It's 3 weeks pay, right? And how the sick leave thing work, I think is like every 3 months for a year where you work with a place. So that's how it works. And I'm not sure. I might get the details them completely. Do a next video upon this in a next Utah video where me just basically just strictly stick on workplace and like sick leave and them thing there, all of that stuff. That's basically what we might do for you guys to understand that thing much better. But for now, as me say, if you're working at a business place, do not assume that if you work there for many years, you're going to get 10 grand for each year where you did it. That's not how it works. Some workplaces, if you did it for a very long time, they might be generous, give you a little going away package, whether they fire you or them you retire or however which way you go, right? But not every business place deal with the proper for termination. Some business place when you get terminated, you don't get nothing because that's what you signed to. So yeah, just be careful when you're out there and try to take in as much as you can. Take in, observe your surroundings, and always remember if you're in a job, your job, there's always better jobs out there and there's always worse jobs out there. You just have to know if whether or not you want to get a better job, a worse job, or you want to push to a career, or whichever way you plan to deal with your life. It's your life. You need to live it according. No matter what I say, no matter what anybody else say, you still have to do what you have to do to ensure the food go on your table and your family feed. So take that into consideration. Don't be a quitter. Never be a quitter. I'm no quitter. That's how you have to live your life. Just remember, life hard everywhere for everybody. And we really and truly just have to just push through and just live with life and just see. Because we're going dead anyway. We don't need to kind of extra it out, go the extra mile or do anything. We just need to just enjoy this life and try to do as best as we can. Anyway, people, this video here well long, so kind of just end it right here with just telling you know what to do. Hit the like button if you like this. Hit the share button if you want to let other people know about this thing. Leave your comments down in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on what I'm saying, what you want me to do. Tell me which other topic you want me to tackle. I might start getting special guests. I have a couple people that I might consider doing interviews with. And also people subscribe to the channel. Check out all of the other stuff them if you're interested. I have multiple playlists. So if you're interested in a specific topic, just click on a playlist, check it out. You can watch all of that. Yeah, so again, triple storm people. Soon in the next video. Take care of yourself. Knowledge is power. Don't be a quitter. You're no quitter. I'm no quitter. See you guys. Take care.